to Talk News worldwide. Now, quickly this morning we are sharing a very important information. Talk News who passes valuable information start on learning, usefulness, and awareness campaign. This morning is on what is on awareness campaign and on health. It's very important. MC typewriter of Talk News. Now, do not divorce her yet. Do not divorce your wife yet because of DNA test. DNA issues. We're having DNA issues. Now, there is what you found out is not a DNA issue. Now, there are some people when they are born, some people have a positive DNA, and maybe one way or the other, when after everything, maybe they have a child. When they go to hospital, they find out they are not the owner of the child. Yes, and before you know, they will divorce the wife. They have issues in marriage, but it's not that. Don't divorce her yet. Now, what you find out is that when an offspring in the womb, you find out that the offspring might be a twins. One might die, or one of the DNA might die. Then the other person will not assume the other one. We call it chimeras. Who are chimeras? Chimeras are people that when they're in the womb, they have two offspring, two DNA, and one died. When one died, the other one assumed the offspring of the other one. So when they're not growing up, when they finally have a wife, you find out that when they go to for DNA, they are not the one. They assume the DNA of the other one is the other one that died. That's why it was not showing positive. So you find out it's not your child, but it's your child. Just watch this video to explain vividly what you are saying. Watch this video. So
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you are watching us from all over the world. It's another very interesting case I'm bringing your way today. Now, please sit down very carefully and listen to this interesting case I'm bringing your way today. I have to sit down on my table to discuss this because I've been following this case for months. I would have brought this case for you, but it took a long time before I could convince this father here, before I could convince him to do this video. So please listen very carefully. Now, I want to tell you that it is not all paternity tests, all DNA tests that they say is negative, that's actually negative. Listen very carefully. You are suspecting that you are not the father of a child, and then you go ahead and carry out a DNA test or paternity test, and they say it's negative. I want to tell you a condition that is very rare in medicine that I came across. Very, very interesting. Now, the man sitting behind me here, this is the consent form. He has actually filled the consent form and given us his consent to do this video. So there's nothing like you are bringing, or there's no, what do you call it, secrecy in medicine again. There's secrecy. But he has given his consent so that we'll be able to educate you. Because this thing has led to marital disharmony. This thing has led to breakage of many marriages. Okay? Now, I want to ask him, do you give your consent for us to do this video?
Yes, I do. You can go ahead, sir.
He said we can go ahead. Now, my first encounter with him, of course, this is the first child we'll be having. My first encounter with him was that they brought the baby to the hospital, and then for another thing entirely, but he just requested that he wants to do the blood group of the child. He's B positive, the wife is B positive. Now, the baby came out to be B negative, which I explained to him that it is possible. You can be B positive, your wife can be B positive, and your baby will be B negative. It is possible that you are still the father of the child. But he was not satisfied with my explanation. I tried to explain to him the possibility of resource incompatibility. All right, your baby may not be positive if you are positive, but he was not satisfied. He went ahead to do paternity tests, and lo and behold, the DNA shows that his DNA and the DNA of the baby, they don't match. And then this led to a great problem in the family between him and wife. Now, this woman swore with her entire life that he is the father of this child. Then is there a possibility that the child could have been exchanged where the woman gave birth? That was another option. But then they went there. He was the only one who delivered there. So there's no possibility that the child could have been exchanged. And so the case was referred to a teaching hospital. I had to follow up this matter for months. And we discovered something very, very rare in medicine that we call chimerism. Chimera. This man seated here is a chimera. Who is a chimera? Now, chimeras are people that carry double DNA. They have their own DNA and they have other DNA. What do I mean? When they were inside the womb, okay, when their mother was carrying them, They were actually twins. Twins. But then one of the twins probably died early in pregnancy. So the second twin will absorb the other twin that died. And so that twin that not survived, the only one that not survived, now will be carrying two genetic materials, his own DNA and the DNA of the twin brother or twin sister. Okay. Now, if that person is born, that person will be a chimera, meaning that it's carrying two genetic materials, just like this man here. So, if the person now meets with his wife, it can happen in both male and female. If the person now meets with his wife, instead of the child to carry the DNA of the father and the mother, now the child did not carry the DNA of this person because the possibility that the child will carry the second DNA that this man is having was high. And that was what happened in this case. The child carried the DNA of the second twin of the father. More reason why they felt that the DNA test or the paternity test was negative. So we call it a false positive paternity test, or a false positive, or a false negative rather. Because they say it's negative, be a false negative DNA result. Because it's not actually negative, it's still the father of the child, but because it's a chimera. Okay? So, if you are a father, you are doubting, or probably you have left your wife, please help us share this video. Because a lot of people have left their marriages because they feel they are not the father of the child. What if they were actually chimeras? What if they were actually chimeras? So please help us share this video. It can help save a marriage. It can help save a relationship. So not only you want this knowledge, I said it's very interesting because I followed it off followed the case off for months, and then I'm happy that we have come to the end of whatever the story, because it's real. I usually read it in books, but now I see that it is real. Chimeras are there. You can carry your phone and browse and read about them. There are people born chimeras and they don't know that they are chimeras. Okay, so it has created a lot of trouble in marriages. So please help us like this video, share. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. Okay, there's another case I'm following.
Watched the video, you have seen the reason why you don't have to divorce her yet. It's very important to share this information so that it will go viral, so that people will not be in a haste to divorce their wife because of what Chimera died. Chimeras, they have double DNA. One died, there isn't the other one. You watch it. Please share this information, let it go viral, and follow us on Talk News Worldwide, MC Typewriter, both in Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, YouTube channels, and all that. Follow us on Talk News Worldwide, MC Typewriter. Share it, let it go viral, and follow us. Thank you very much, and you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.